So in this video, we're gonna go through couple force and with some examples. Like a couple force is a pair of forces that are acting on a body with with the same magnitude but in opposite direction. It means couple force is a system of two forces acting in an opposite direction, but with the same magnitude. Suppose we have a body here. We will draw it something like this, and it's attached here, and we have one force here, one force here. Both of them are 50 newtons, and another force we have here, it's 600 newtons, and the distance is 2 meters. And here we have this, but the couple force of this is 600 newtons here. This is the distance, 2 meters, and we have we have here 500 newtons acting in this direction, and we have here another force we have here, this is 500 newtons, and another I think that would be enough. Okay, so up to here is this will get 4 meters and 2 meters. Okay, we'll take moment at this point. So when we take moment, like a summation of moment is equal to 0, we'll start from this one. So we'll know that this this couple force is moving like a counterclockwise, so it's positive. 50 times 2, it's positive, and we count for 600 newtons. So 600 newtons is also kind of rotating the moment with counterclockwise. It's also positive, but positive 600 times the distance is 2 meters, and we now have the 500. So the 500 we have here, so it's kind of clockwise, so we'll get it minus 500 times 4. So when we calculate this, so 50 times 2 is 100 plus 600 is 1200 times 2 is 1200, and minus, when we multiply 500 to 12, it's 20, it's 2000. So when we finally get when we 1200, 1300 minus 2000, we will get 700 newtons. So when the moment is negative, it means that 700 newtons, that the moment is is clockwise. It means the moment is clockwise. So here's another example. So first of all, we will draw the free body diagram for this example. Have a shape. We have a shape like this, and we have a force acting from this direction. Suppose this is 5 newtons, and here is its couple, 5 newtons, and here is something like this, 150 newtons, 150 newtons, and the distance is 2 meters. And here we have another couple force, one acting in this direction and one acting in this direction. So we'll get with this one 80 newtons, and this couple is also 80 newtons. So all of them are newtons. So 5, 5, So now we will calculate all these things. So first of all, we'll take the moment, find the moment summation of forces. Summation of the moment has to be equal to 0. So we'll get, first of all, we have 5. So we haven't, okay, for this one we have 3 meters. For this we have 4. So no, that's not 3. Take this 8 meters. And now we'll go, like for the first one, we'll go for start from 150. 150 times 2 meter. So it's, we know that it's a counterclockwise. Okay, it's positive. And the another one, 5, it's also clockwise. It's also clockwise, yeah, it's positive. 5 newtons times 8. And here we have the 80 newtons. This is clockwise, so it's negative 80 times 4 meters. So we will simplify all these things. 150 times 2 is 300 plus. So we multiply 8 times 5 is 40. 40 minus, we have 80 times it's 320. So now we'll simplify that. So we have 320 minus, here we have 30. So when we divide this, 20 minus 20. When we subtract it from 40, we'll get, finally, we will get 20 newtons. This is the final answer. So here's another example for a couple force. Suppose we have a beam or something like this, and stick here, and we'll take the moment at this point. It means it's O. So one force is acting in this, from this direction, it's 20 newtons, and its couple force in the other direction, its couple is here, 20. And here we have another force that's acting in this direction. It's a moment, and it's 25 newtons meter. We have another force here with this. So distance between these two is 2 meters, and we have here also 2 meters, and here we have 3 meters. So this force is in this angle, and this is 30 newtons. And along that we have here another force, a couple force. One is acting like this and one is like this. It's 120 newtons. The distance is 3 meters. So now we'll find out the couple force for this thing. Here we have a couple force, another couple force, and two other forces. So first of all, we will go for 20. So we know that the 20 is, we'll get the 20. Summation of the moment has to be equal to 0, and 20, it's kind of counterclockwise, so it's positive, times 2 meter. Now we will get our this force. This force is also already have been made. It's 25. We'll get just 25 times. Yeah, it's plus. So here we have this force. So we have to divide this force in its component, like the x component and the y component. Like the x would be cosine of. So we need the angle. So the angle is 30 degrees. So cosine of 30 degrees, the x component, and we have for the y component it's sine of 30 degrees. So hit 30 degrees, 30 degrees. So first, now we will examine the y component is kind of turning in this way. It's kind of counterclockwise, but the x is kind of counterclockwise. It's moving like this. So for this we will get 30 newtons times sine of 30 degrees. It's clockwise, And now for the other one, like this one, we have 30 newtons times 30 newtons times cosine of 30 degrees. So this one is negative because it's moving like this clockwise. So now we remain with the couple force. So the couple force is also kind of turning the object in this direction. It means it's counterclockwise. So this is also positive. So positive 120 times 3. So finally we will multiply all these things, like 20 is 40, I think. Yeah, 20 is 40 plus 25 plus when so the sine of 30, when we sine of 30 times 30 is 15, it's 15, and we have minus here, and cosine of 30 degrees times 30 is minus 25.98. So now we finally when we divide and add all these things, we will get finally 54.02 newtons. So it's positive, it means this is counterclockwise.